Hey guys, in case you missed it, I've decided to officially open up spots to do custom pet illustrations. This isn't really limited to pet illustrations. I just thought that that was the most obvious direction I could go into. Technically, I guess I've been doing it here and there for a while now. I started painting my cat Milo when I learned that his health was declining. And sometimes I feel kind of bad because our pets don't really get to live their full life. So for fun, I like to paint them as if they were doing something more interesting. And I started doing that for friends for Christmas presents and stuff. A few have reached out to me for that. And it's the same kind of reason too. We want to remember our pets fondly, especially when in that painting they are doing something that they enjoy. And I have lots of examples of this, like the hedgehog living in a teacup in the forest, and pictures that I painted of my friend's cat whose favorite thing to do is watch birds from a window. So I gave him the most extravagant window that I could imagine. But anyway, so if that's something you might be interested in, I have a link in the description below. About this painting that I'm working on right now, I am doing this on Arches watercolor. It's hot press, and I didn't really notice anything unique or notable about it, apart from the fact that it is fairly smooth, I guess. I decided to combine a couple of different ideas. I know in the past I thought about doing dreamscapes, painting places that I saw in dreams, but I didn't really do a whole lot because I don't really have a whole lot of interesting places that aren't real, you know what I mean? And so in this one, I'm taking one of the ideas, which was I had a dream that I woke up and the backyard was filled with flower pots, but all the flower pots weren't growing flowers, they were growing food on sticks. So there'd be corn dogs and popsicles and chocolate covered bananas and things, just anything you can think of that was served on a stick was growing in this garden. And it's definitely one of those things that I kind of intended to paint eventually, but instead I decided to turn it into a food planet where our cat CubeSat can go visit. And so I made this really kind of barren looking, I wanted the sky to be warm but almost colorless, and also the ground, I kind of wanted it to be almost like a smooth marble, just somewhere that is completely not similar to Earth. I wanted it to be as outerworldly as possible, and I was kind of going for a chocolate waterfall coming off of this huge popsicle. And I thought that this kind of ties in a little bit into what I was saying about pet portraits, because I could just as easily place one of my cats in this picture, you know what I mean? Like, I could do anything, pretty much put this character in any world, in any scenario that I could imagine. It's definitely a weird painting. I'm not used to doing such flat washes, although this isn't really that flat, but it's definitely not like my normal work. If I look at it really fast, it almost has like an oil painting quality to it. Yeah, so something like this is definitely an option, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.